Suraya. Okay, now this Kamala Suraya, the poet, she writes a beautiful poem thinking about her young days. She says she was so wealthy. We are not talking about the wealth in money and gold. She spoke about the love that she received from her grandma. That she calls it as wealth. She's not wealthy anymore because she's not getting that love anymore. Grandmother is no more. She talks about how she used to enjoy herself in her grandma's house. She says she would look through the window even now to see what is there, but she cannot see anything. She can only see the books that she never read because she was too tiny. And she says her childhood memories so vivid, so enjoyable, so happy, but now it's no more. And so she portrays all that in the poem, My Grandma's House. You children, you too should be writing your own little poems, the bonding that you have with your grandparents. Shall we read the poem together? My Grandmother's House by Kamala Suraya. There is a house now so far away where once I received love. That woman died. The house withdrew into silence. Snakes moved among the books. I was then too young to read, and my blood turned cold like the moon. How often I think of going there to peer through the blind eyes of the windows or just listen to the frozen air. Or in wild despair, pick an armful of darkness to bring it here to lie behind my bedroom door like a brooding dog. You cannot believe, darling, can you, that I lived in such a house and was proud and loved. I who lost my way and beg now at strangers' doors to receive love, at last in small change. It's a beautiful poem. What does the Kamala speak about here? She speaks about there is a house, the house that's far away. And that's a place where she received love, she said. There is a house, now that's far away, where I received love, she says. Love from her grandmother. And she says, that woman died. So Kamala is depressed. The house withdrew into silence. So because there is nobody there, it is silence. What lives there? Snakes move among the books. I was too young to read. She never read those books because she was very tiny. She says, when she thinks of that house, my blood turned cold like the moon. You say the moon is cold, you know. Then she says, the Kamala, the poet, she loves to go back there, peep through the windows' eyes, or just listen to the frozen air, the cold air. And when she listens to that cold air, she says, she's desperate. The darkness is there. She can see the bedroom door and she broods, she feels sad like a brooding dog. She says, you will not believe. She says, can you? There was such a house that existed in which the poet was proud. She was loved and wanted, received plenty of love. So she says she felt rich. Now she says, I've lost that love. Now I had to go begging from the strangers to get that love she cannot get, she says. And that's a change she experiences today. There are some phrases in this book. A few, we will go through it together. It says, withdrew into silence. The poem says, she withdrew into silence. The first phrase, into silence. What is the meaning of withdrew into silence? She became quiet, sad, depressed, thinking of the grandmother. Next one. Too young to read. Too young to read. When she was at grandma's, there were a lot of books over there. She says she was too tiny. She can only see the books and snakes between them, dust over there, but she did not read those books because she was small. My blood turned cold. My blood turned cold. She says that means she was frightened. And she looks into that, through the window to that house, she says she feels frightened. And she feels cold, unhappy, thinking of the happy time she had with her grandma. And she says, there I received love. Look at this, so cold. Blind eyes of the window. Blind eyes of windows. Okay, what's the meaning of that? It is like a blind person. She can see and cannot see. Look and not there. Grandma not there. Okay, these are some of the phrases from the book. It's good for you to know. We'll go through some of the meanings that you have in the text to understand the poem better. All right? Just few meanings are there. First we have here, not far away. That means Kamala Das, she lived in Bombay. Not far away means not very far, not too far away from her house, she says. Next one we have is peer, look into. You look sternly, with great difficulty, you cannot see. So first word is peer. That means peep into, look at something with difficulty. Look at something with great difficulty. That is peer into. Next one is despair. She lost hope. Despair. Losing hope. Lost hope. Next one we have is darkness. Darkness, want of light. Want of light. And next we have blind eyes of the window. I told you that is a phrase. The blind eyes of the window. That is, it is like a person who is blind, darkness, you can see and you cannot see it. Okay. Brooding, thinking deeply. Brooding, fourth one, brood. Think deep. Think deep. Okay. And now we have some questions to answer here. And shall we go through that? I'll rub these meanings and we'll go into those questions.